Authorities identify the alleged gunman behind a deadly shooting and fire incident at a Michigan LDS church. During an updated press conference today, authorities identified the alleged suspect as 40-year-old Thomas Jacob Sanford. Authorities noted, however, the investigation is still in the preliminary stages and they do not yet have a motive for the shooting or fire. The attacker allegedly set a fire at the church and drove a vehicle into the building before opening fire. Authorities also confirmed all current victims are in the hospital due to gunshot wounds and gave another update on their conditions.
We have 2 victims who are now deceased. One additional one had died at a local hospital. And again, that suspect is deceased as well. 7 other victims at this time are in stable condition. 1 is in critical condition.
The church confirmed they are working with local law enforcement and thanked everyone for keeping the community in their prayers. Another press conference is scheduled here soon, and Zachary Coleman has more.
Police in Michigan said on Sunday a man drove his vehicle through the front doors of a church and shot at least 10 people, killing 2 of them. The deadly attack on the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints stunned this local resident in Grand Blanc, Michigan, about an hour's drive from Detroit.
Like the fact that my hands are shaking. Like it's 10 minutes down the road from where I live, my home. That's insane.
The police chief said the shooter got out of his vehicle firing an assault-style weapon. Officials added that hundreds of people were in the church, which was set on fire when the vehicle smashed into it. The police chief identified the suspect as 40-year-old Thomas Jacob Sanford from the nearby town of Burton. He said the suspect died at the scene in an exchange of fire with 2 officers who rushed to the church. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is informally known as the Mormon Church. U.S. President Donald Trump wrote on social media that he had been briefed on the shooting and characterized it as, quote, yet another targeted attack on Christians in the United States of America, and said the FBI was on the scene.
And we are taking you live to Grand Blanc, Michigan, where local authorities are providing more details on a shooting and fire incident at a local LDS church. Let's listen in.
Thank you for joining us. As Lieutenant Vetter said, we will take a couple questions upon the conclusion of this press conference. With me here on the stage is Supervisor Scott Bennett, Fire Department Chief of Grand Blanc Township, Jamie Gent, DNR Chief Jason Haynes, FBI Acting Special Agent in Charge Ruben Coleman, and the ATF James Deere, who is the Special Agent in charge for this area in Michigan. I have a couple updates for you. There is a couple additional bodies that we've discovered in the church. So that makes our total victim count up to 4 victims. As I said before, there has already been the suspect who is deceased as well. So we have 5 deceased persons from this tragic incident. Again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims of this incident that could have been completely avoided. And it's very tragic, and that's not what our community is. I'm confident that we're going to overcome this, as Grand Blanc always overcomes these type of incidents. I'd also like to acknowledge the heroism of not only the first responders, but the people who were inside that church at the time. They were shielding the children who were also present within the church, moving them to safety. Just hundreds of people just practicing their faith. Just extreme courage, brave, and that's the type of community that we are. Law enforcement, again, we were on scene within 30 seconds from that original 911 call. Within 8 minutes, that suspect was neutralized in the back parking lot of the church by a DNR officer and a Grand Blanc Township officer. So where we're at right now, we're working tirelessly. We're working all night on this particular incident. I know that you guys have questions, and it's not only this community, but it's nationwide, all throughout the United States. So we're working hand in hand with our federal partners. So I'd like to introduce FBI Agent Ruben Coleman to you. who he will give you an update on where he's at within the federal investigation. Sir.
Thank you, Chief. My name is Ruben Coleman, and I am the Acting Special Agent in charge of FBI Detroit Field Office, which covers the entire state of Michigan. First, I want to sincerely express our condolences to the victims of this shooting, their families, and this entire community. I would like to also thank Chief Rennie, the Grand Blanc Township Police Department, and all of our federal, state, and local law enforcement partners, other first responders, and the community members for their immediate actions in this situation. This act of violence has no place in our state or anywhere else in our country. The FBI is committed to continue finding out the facts, circumstances, and motives behind this tragedy. I can confirm at this time that the FBI is now leading the investigation and is investigating this as an act of targeted violence. FBI crisis response teams, such as our evidence response teams, SWAT, Special Agent Bomb Technicians, victim specialists, were deployed to the scene. We also have special agents who are continuing to conduct interviews and intelligence and professional staff personnel providing research and analysis. I would like to thank them for their work on this case. We ask that members of the public share any information that would assist us in this investigation, and we encourage them to please report to the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI or tips.fbi.gov. Any piece of information could be crucial. We ask that you keep the victims of this tragedy, their families, and the entire community in your prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The Michigan State Police continues to respond to several locations throughout the community as we receive additional bomb threats at other locations. Please continue to stay vigilant, and if you see something suspicious, say something. Call the FBI tip line or call 911 to report suspicious activity. This incident is an active investigation. Investigators are tirelessly combing through evidence under difficult circumstances and working to identify each victim as quickly and accurately as possible. The Family Assistance Center will be open from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. Monday and Tuesday at the Genesis Conference and Banquet Center at 805 Health Park Boulevard in Grand Blanc. If you are still looking for missing family members related to this incident, you may call 248-705-7352 for assistance. The FAC is available to everyone in the community, victims, family members of victims, and community members seeking support who just want to talk. Trained counselors and victim services will be on site. We do not need volunteer counselors at this time, and we are not accepting donations of goods at this time. Please continue to monitor the Grand Blanc Township Facebook page for the latest updates. Once verified donation centers are made public, we will put those on the Facebook page. Also, the next update will be provided, update time will be provided on that Facebook page. And we'll open up to questions this time.
Chief, has the church been clear of bodies and victims? And if you could answer at the podium, please.
So as I said, we're working around the clock now. So we're working tirelessly to find additional bodies. So to answer your question, the entire church has not been cleared because it's a total loss due to the fire. So these first responders right now, they're in recovery mode. They're trying to fight through all the debris from the fire. So no, we have not cleared the entire church just yet.
And I have a quick follow-up. Of the victims, the 4 dead, can you say how many were shot or how many died as a result of the fire?
I could say this, 2 have been shot as a result, or have been shot, 2 of the deceased.
Do you know how many people are unaccounted for?
No, I don't know how many people are unaccounted for at this time. We do know that there are some that are unaccounted for.
Can you explain a little bit about how the fire started at the church?
I will leave that up to the ATF, Agent Deere.
The question again?
How did the fire start at the church?
For this incident, the fire started basically the suspect. All indications on this investigation are the suspect used an accelerant of some sort, we believe gasoline, and lit the church on fire.
Was it an IED he may have used?
There are, at this point, I'm not going to comment on IEDs. I will confirm that there were some suspected explosive devices that were located. But as far as using them to initiate the blaze, I can't say that. This scene is actively being investigated by ATF. Most people don't know that ATF is the federal arson police, and we have a team from across the country coming in, our national response team. It is a cadre of expert fire investigators that are coming here from across the country to investigate this scene and get to the cause or the origin and cause of this fire.
We saw that there was possibly a bomb threat at the Meyer on Atherton. Is that connected to this, and is the home that we saw being searched over there the home of the suspect?
Yeah, that's all still part of the investigation. Sorry, that is still all part of the investigation. We're still working to determine if any of that is related.
Can we speak to the motive? We're hearing speculations that it might have anything to do with the Charlie Kirk assassination in Utah.
That's exactly what it is, a speculation, and we won't come to those types of conclusions for some time.
Do you know if there's any connection between the suspect and the church or its members, any prior connection?
Again, part of the investigation, we're not going to speculate at this time. Right now, we are working tirelessly to recover the victims of this incident and reunite families. Please be patient as we work through that process.
Were the law enforcement officers there close to the scene, and is that how they were able to respond so quickly within just seconds?
Thankfully, yes.
You mentioned there were additional bomb threats.
The community should remain vigilant, and anytime they see something suspicious, they should report it immediately.
There's at least one other report that a local church had a bomb squad.
We've searched multiple churches this evening for bomb threat protocol, yes.
Is that based on actual threats?
Yes.
Okay.
We received 911 calls about bomb threats or other indications that there was a bomb at a different location. Some of them were churches, and we have responded and cleared those locations.
Did those threats come after the suspect was killed at the church?
Yes.
Was there an officer at the church already?
I think that's part of the investigation. Do you have a comment on it?
Were those LDS churches where bomb threats were, or were there other denominations?
I can't.
Does that speak to a motive?
Yeah, I can't answer that at this time. But
What else can we say about the suspect? We're not going to talk about motive, yes, but what else can we say? Anything about him?
right now, what we'd like to do is talk about the heroism that we saw today, the people who responded in such a valiant way to protect the others, both law enforcement, fire department, EMS. Everybody did an excellent job working together to keep people as safe as they possibly could.
We stopped by Holy Family Catholic Church, and there was a heavy police presence there. Is this at all connected to one of those bomb threats that you're mentioning? Is it potentially connected to the incident today at the LDS church?
I don't have knowledge of that exact location. Okay. That's going to be all for questions. I thank you for coming and appreciate the assistance. Sure. Yep. I'm Specialist Lieutenant Kim Vetter, Michigan State Police. VETTER.
V is in Baker or D is in Victor?
V is in Victor.
Thank you.
Any of the injuries, any of the people just injured by fire, by burns?
We're still working on that.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Still just 8 people in the hospital?
All right, we just heard from authorities there in Grand Blanc, Michigan after a church shooting this morning. Some key updates provided. More bodies were discovered in the church, 4 total victims now. Authorities saying 2 victims were shot. Some victims still unaccounted for right now. Authorities are working to find more bodies. They did deem that church a total loss. They haven't cleared the church, they said. A suspect, they think, used an accelerant to light the gas that he poured on the church on fire. There were some suspected explosive devices located, as we just heard. Local law enforcement really acknowledging the heroism from first responders in the community. They mentioned how the community shielded children at that church. Another key point, law enforcement was on the scene within 30 seconds after the first 911 call. And then we heard it took them just 8 minutes to neutralize the suspect. The FBI leading the investigation right now. The special agent in charge confirming that they are the lead on that, and this is being investigated as an act of violence. They're encouraging the public to come forward with even more information. Another key note, Michigan police are responding to bomb threats at other church locations. Those were cleared, but bomb threats have been called in since that shooting this morning. Again, stressing this is still an active investigation. Stay with us here on One America News as we continue to bring you more.